Sir, I have subsidiary documents. I have carta soggiorno. When can I apply for cittadinanza italiana? When can I become an Italian citizen? When can I apply for my citizenship? In this video, I'll be putting you through on the duration of time and the requirements that is needed to make this application. The very first important one is that you must have spent 10 years of continuous residence. You must have 10 years of continuous residence here in Italy, except for those that have asilo political document or those that want to do it through matrimonial, and maybe they got married to an Italian person. Their case are different, but any other type of document that you have, it is 10 years of continuous residence here in Italy. That is, you must have stayed here for about 10 years. Then if you stay there and you now apply for your citizenship, it will take another 2 years for the government to process it. So they could reject it or they could accept it after that 2 years. So what are the things you need to have to be able to make this application? First thing, you need about 16 euro marca da bollo. You also need your birth certificate, which is your certificato di nascita. You also need your criminal certificate, which is your certificato penale. These two documents, you will have to bring it from your country of origin, whether from Ghana, from South Africa, from Nigeria, from India. You need to bring it from your country of origin, but they must be translated and they must be legalized. They must be translated to Italian language and they must be legalized. You make it a legal document with the stamp and everything. You do it in your country before bringing it here. Then you need to also have your international passport, which is your Nigeria passport, your Ghana passport, depends on the country you're coming from. You have the passport. Then you have permesso di soggiorno. Then you also need to go and get your storico di residenza, because it is this storico di residenza that will confirm if you have actually spent up to about 10 years continuous residence. Some of you might have spent 1 year in Napoli, 2 years in Rome, 4 years in Verona. So the whole thing might be scattered. So for you to be sure, you need to go to this comune one by one and print your storico di residenza. You now bring it together to confirm that. Don't just assume that you've spent 10 years here. It must be confirmed. If not, that your application will be rejected. Because some of us, we think we have spent 10 years. Maybe you did your residence with somebody. You don't know that that person might have gone and cut that your residence. Why you will still be thinking that your residence is reading, the person might have cut it. So you have to be 100% sure by printing your storico di residenza that will not confirm the duration of time you spent here in Italy. After you've done that, you also need your B1, which is your language certificate. At least minimum of B1. You could have anything higher than B1, but none lesser than B1. Then for this domanda, you need almost about 3 years redditi, which is your code of about 8,263 euros. Yes, that's what you need to apply for about 3 years like that. Then, as I said previously, you have to have spent about 10 years continuous residence. Then you also need to pay about 250 euros for this application. So these are the things you need to apply. Please make sure you get your storico residenza. That is what will validate if you have actually spent 10 years here. The domanda is 2 years. They can either reject it or accept it within that 2 years. Now, after that, if they accept it, then your commune where you reside will call you. Then they'll give you an appointment. You go and do the oath taking. You go and do the oath taking. You go and do what we call giuramento there. Then they will give you your citizenship, change your carta de identità. Thank you and God bless you.